So a little bit more grounding and body work. One of my favorite ways of connecting to the dimensions is to use the stars. So the stars are the chakras that are the valve, the gate to the multidimensional. They keep the body safe so you're not overwhelmed by the infinite universe. And they also allow the love, the healing power, whatever, the divine in. Yeah, so I've got tree goddesses. They're very, maybe birch trees, very long and tall. And there's a sort of, so it's a dimension of life here, just starting to glimmer. Let's put in the heaven star. This is very heaven. A waterfall of white light, no, or light fall. A pure white light, a bit like what you were describing, Sue, I think. So we've got a dimension of light, and the two are mixing, light and earth, heaven and earth. And I'm trying too hard because I want something to happen. So I'm going to relax, sit back, see what is happening rather than, whoa. Yeah, that mixing of light and the light coming through the trees, the sunlight dappling in. So I want for her that healing power of the universe, that dappled light, whatever it is. I don't have to verbalize it to my client. I'm verbalizing it for you out there. Is this healing power of the universe is dropping in to her physical body. And those of you who've had treatments with Pauline will remember, even though we're doing this etherical work, connecting to the other dimension, the actual work is to drop it into the body. So I'm going to use the earth meridians here to go with the birch trees, dropping in dappled light into every cell. You don't need to rush around. You can have some still tree time. And then, okay, so something happened here. I grabbed the ankle. I did very good shiatsu on the ankle, didn't grab it at all. And it's, what's the word? It is discordant to this. There's a lovely flow from the Earth star through to the Heaven star, through her central channels. But here, is the other one the same? Yeah, both ankles going, oh, but. So I think my job is to be a catalyst so that divine can flow to every part of her body. Yeah, the light fall. We're in the dimension of light or light fall coming from the source, which is nice. Fits with the meditation I did this week. So I might just stand here like this, inviting that light into the body until another bit jumps and is discordant, back of the neck. So dropping into the physical, feeling the back of the neck. Don't want to do anything uncomfortable. And then invite the light, dappled light through the birch trees. Something tasty. I didn't even write taste on my list of possible dimensions. Have you ever drunk birch sap? It is divine. Quite peculiar, but divine. Sweet, but... So I'm inviting that birch sap, tasty white light into the neck. I'm not going to do heavy work on the throat. I'm just going to send that. My hand at the back is doing this. Sending it into the back of the neck. Nice. I think she needs a little bit more of that coming to the back of her head. Ooh. Maybe you can help. Send some white light, your way of tuning into this dimension, into the back of Heather's neck. Oh, oh. Head and heart being connected, please. Oh, and step back from trying too hard. Nice. Whoa. Does that feel different, Heather? She's nodding. Ah. Light fall, like a waterfall, through the heaven star, through the central channels, through the neck, to meet the birch trees of the earth star. I would turn her over and do that all through the back bit. I will do that later, another day soon. Just going to pull all her toes. Squeeze the ankles because they came up earlier. Light fall, light fall. Oh, it sounds like a James Bond movie. I don't mean that. I mean beautiful white, like a waterfall, but light pouring through her central channels. Nice. Stay there while we do the meditation. Wriggle about if you need to. I'm actually just going to wash my hands. Take a breath and we'll do the meditation. Which is a very good reminder for what we're going to do the first Thursday in December. I've forgotten the actual date, but I'm going to do a session on cleaning, clearing, exorcisms, if we need to, very rare, but yeah, that whole world of clearing out. Washing my hands after the treatment is a good start. Okay, finish recording for a moment. Starting again. Take your time. People here have already dropped into a bit of the meditative state. And I don't know what you think meditation is all about. I don't know what I think it's all about, but I know I have to do it. And for me, it's a way of dropping through these different dimensions to get to the mystery, the true Tao that cannot be named. The name of God is not God. The name is beyond words. So maybe starting in a lovely underground place that is perfect for you. And maybe as you start to walk out, you might notice the roots of plants. Some of you have read that wonderful book, The Entangled Web. The mycelium, the roots of mushrooms, can go 15 kilometers down into the earth. So deep, deep in the earth, we can connect to this network, the dimension of the mushrooms. My partner calls the mushrooms the true owners of the earth. The mycelium goes almost everywhere there is land. Maybe it goes under the water as well, but I don't know about that. So just being in touch with the earth, the mycelium, And maybe coming up a bit more into the roots of the trees. We had the birch trees with Heather. Being in touch with whatever dimension of the earth makes you feel happy. Maybe you even want to come up out of the earth and be with the birds, singing, flying above the land. Maybe you can drop into the level of all life on our planet Earth. If you find something that suits you somewhere on the earth, in the earth, the smell of a rose, the flicker of a butterfly, a cloud of butterflies. Maybe you're still down in the caves, finding some access point to the dimensions, the many multi-dimensional, the facets of our land. Whoa. I can feel some of you right in there. I'm just going to be quiet for a couple of minutes, allowing you to explore the earth dimensions from the moon-sized iron core of the earth that is connected to the moon. The movement of the moon in the sky can move the tides of the earth and the movement of the plasma inside. Some of you might be connected to the mushrooms. They've been amazing this year here around the southwest. Some of you might be connected to the plants or the trees or your garden. The beauty of the beech trees this year. Some of you connected to the life, the birds, the air, the wind, the weather. Feel that heaven and earth create the 10,000 things, the manifestations. And heaven and earth create the Tao. So having a sense of the earth. I didn't do very well at being quiet, did I? Smile and breathe. Okay. And playing there a bit longer if you want. If you're ready to move on, the next aspect we'll look at is our human aspect. Marcus gave us that really clearly. So have a little movement, whatever it is, maybe just a finger, or move your shoulders, or soften your jaw. The aspect of movement, all the things that our human beingness can perceive, give us ways in to the multidimensional, to the divine. I'm in a choir. I'm not a brilliant singer, but when the choir come together, and we've been singing some Ave Marias this term, there is a moment when it all works and you just go, whoa, that could be connected to angels singing. So for some of you, music might be a way in, movement, music, imagery. What can your body do? The smell, the taste. We had I mentioned the smell of roses. I got the smell of the birch sap, the taste of birch sap. Is there something for you that helps you connect? Some of you might have a Christian practice, the taste of the red wine or the bread, or is there a way in through your body to the divine. Smile, breathe. Every breath connects us to the Tao. And now, mostly we don't try to breathe, do we? Every breath is that non-desiring. And again, just wriggle a little bit. Be really comfortable. Some of you might have a Qigong practice or a yoga practice or a movement practice or dance, like Marcus was talking about, that connects you to the microcosm and the macrocosm. Or is there anything that you can do to be really connected right now? Maybe you can imagine singing or hearing music, or maybe you can imagine seeing great beauty. Maybe you can imagine creating. Maybe words are how I weigh in. And again, I'm going to try and be quiet for a few minutes. We've been with the earth and now we're with the human. Sometimes aligning the spine helps us connect. Sometimes thinking about our beloved friends, family, or the beloved. You have a Sufi practice. Smile and breathe. So we've had the earth and the human. The other way in is through the divine, through heavenly portals. This morning in Qigong, I talked about Ming Men, the gate of life at the back. You all know, you shiatsu people. The men, or the tori in Japanese, is that gate between everyday life and sacred life. It's usually a sort of T-shaped bridge, but it doesn't matter. Right now, just finding your gateway into a more divine. So it could be myth. I had a wonderful meditation a few months ago with dragons. Oh, I was lying there in a lot of pain. And my teacher always says, don't meditate on pain. And I was thinking, oh, my knee, oh. And then I said to myself, okay, what would I like? And I just thought, oh, dragons. And the rest of that meditation was filled with dragons. I flew on the back of a blue dragon. I met a huge white and grey dragon. They took me in the woods and there were green dragons. In the end, they said, well, you can be a dragon and you can fly. So is there a myth that you'd like to explore to help you connect to something beyond yourself? a god, a goddess, a dragon, a phoenix, a unicorn. All the mythical beasts are there to be played with. More classically, there might be an angel. An angel's very Christian with a halo and a long white robe and a crown. I'll wear the long white robe. You wear the crown. Maybe it's an angel like in the Chinese Taoist practice with beautiful silken sleeves. Maybe it's a Muslim angel, multicolored. Do you have an angel? Now's the moment to say, help me to the multidimensional, help me to the true Tao that is behind, the mystery behind heaven and earth. So using myth, imagination, stories, the ways to heaven, up the golden staircase, with an angel on every step inviting you into heaven. Smile and breathe. And when you're ready, pick any of the things that you've imagined in the last 10 minutes and allow yourself to really travel to the source, to what is that word? To the divine. What is the word for you? To the Tao? Not trying, just traveling with the bit that gave you the most joy just now. Allow your body to be comfortable. Allow the earth to support you. Allow all life on this planet to support you. Allow the humans, we're here for each other. I will make sure you wake up. And smile with a dragon, a unicorn, a phoenix, an angel, and step through the gate, step through the men, the Tori, the Lich Gate into heaven. What is it for you? The multidimensional, the source of the unconditional love of the universe. Angels singing. And we'll be here for a few minutes. Breathe it in. Receive the healing. Receive any messages that the universe wants to throw at you right now. And we'll come back in 3 or 4 minutes. Beautiful. Wow. Some of you were in real fabulous places. So very gently and easily let go of the meditation. Take easy breath. Coming back to this world, this Thursday night.